I've seen way too many of my clients forced into senior livings when they could have aged in place had they known about some of these programs available to help them. And that's the hardest part is a lot of people don't start learning about these resources or programs until they need them or until it's too late. So today I'm going to walk you through some of the programs available in Utah where I live and where my clients live that can help seniors save thousands of dollars, stay in their homes longer, and even get their families paid for caregiving services. So I'm going to cover some grants, Medicare and Medicaid programs, caregiver support, and other discounts like property tax relief, utility assistance, and some other things. Now, this is not going to be a complete list because there's way too many things available, but this is a high level overview of some of the most commonly underused resources that you should check for. So let's get into it. There are some key contacts you need to know: your county aging and adult services, the state aging and adult services, as well as your benefits navigator. They can help you check if you qualify for some of these things like grants and local programs and other resources. So their phone numbers are put here. So the first grant that I want to talk about is one is through Habitat for Humanity in the Greater Salt Lake area, and it's up to $20,000. It will cover home repairs like roof leaks, plumbing, electrical hazards, and then accessibility things like ramps, grab bars, and lifts, broken windows, and HVAC repairs. To qualify, you have to own a home on a permanent foundation. You've got to live in Salt Lake, Davis, or Tooele County, and you've got to meet their income guidelines and be a U.S. citizen or legal resident. The information is here at the bottom of the screen if you want to apply or see if you're eligible. These other grants are specific for low income senior homeowners. The first one is through the Salt Lake City. So you do have to reside in Salt Lake City for this particular one, but it covers health, safety, and structural repairs in low interest or no interest loans and grants up to $50,000. Anything from minor repairs like grab bars, outlet repairs, gutter cleanings, all the way up to more comprehensive repairs. You can apply at slc.gov/housing stability. Their phone number is there. The other one is the USDA Section 504 home repair grant. This is going to cover health and safety hazards as well as accessibility modifications like wheelchair ramps and walk-in tubs and showers. To qualify, you've got to be very low income, own and occupy your own home, and unable to obtain a credit from elsewhere. So if you are a senior living on just Social Security and your income is relative but you own your home outright, this may be a good option for you. Again, the application is in the link there below at rd.usda.gov. This one is probably one of the most underused one that I see all the time. It's the circuit breaker tax abatement program. It it can provide up to $1,412 a year off your property taxes, and based on what income table you're in. But if you're making less than $44,221 a year, there are some savings available to you. The other one is the property tax deferral for the elderly. You have to be 75 or older for this one, have a household income of under $85,000 a year, and owned your property for over 20 years. But you can essentially defer all the property taxes until the home is sold or transferred, and interest will accrue at half the normal rate. Okay, let's talk about Medicare for a second. Now, Part A and B of Medicare, if you're able to get a home health agency to come in, they will do quite a bit of work for you. This will vary a lot by the home health company you use, but some of them will do some light housekeeping. They'll do homemaking services, bathing, dressing, or even light home modifications. There's also the Medicare Guide program that can give you up to $2,500 for in home care or home modifications on original A and B Medicare. And then if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare Part C plan, there are, depending on which plan you're on, a wide variety of benefits. So I'm a licensed Medicare advisor in Utah. So if you have questions about that, my contact information is there. Let's talk about Medicaid for a second. Now, with Medicaid, there's always the risk of Medicaid estate recovery, which I made a whole nother video about, which If you use certain Medicaid services for long-term care, they may place a lien on your estate and try and collect when you pass away. That being said, a lot of these programs are a good fit to help you age in place. And here's some of the first one I'm going to talk about is the Utah Medicaid Aging Waiver. So this will cover things like meal deliveries, transportation, in-home chore services, homemaking services, personal attendant services. You have to be over 65. You've got to require a nursing facility level of care, and your income needs to be under about $1,300 a month. Now, your assets also need to be under 2,000 for this, but your home equity does not count against you if you're living in the home. Some other waiver programs are the Utah New Choices waiver. This one has some stricter requirements to get into, but it can help offset your costs for long-term care if you go to like an assisted living. It can also pay for in-home care if you want to age in place in the home, very similar to the aging waiver. There's also the alternatives program. This one is through Salt Lake County Aging and Adult Services. It will cover personal care, homemaking, and chore services. You must be over 18 years of age, have your assets under $6,000, and your income under about $2,000 a month. This is specifically for seniors who do not qualify for Medicaid, but do need some assistance in their home. There are a couple of programs to offset things like your utility bills, your energy efficiency, and caregiver burnout. And so the first one is the HEAT program, Home Energy Assistance Target. It's a federally funded one time annual payment towards your gas or electric bill. Your household income must be less than or equal to 150% of the poverty level. Seniors with young children receive priority. The link is there below where to apply. The Weatherization Assistance Program is for making your home more energy efficient, things like insulation, HVAC repair, window and door sealing, and carbon monoxide testing. You must be under or equal to 200% of the federal poverty level, and priority is given to seniors and disabled persons. And this one serves Tooele, Davis, Weber, and Morgan. And then the Utah Caregiver Support Program. This one's not income restricted. It provides it's meant to offset the cost of providing respite care, counseling, education, and supplemental services like grab bars, emergency response systems to unpaid family caregivers. So if you are the family member of somebody with Alzheimer's or dementia and you're not getting paid for caring for them, you should look at this program because you can get compensated for your time caring for your senior loved ones. Other programs include the Veterans Directed HCBS, which is a self directed in home care for disabled veterans. It's administered by the county. There are Utah Legal Services to help with free civil legal questions for low income seniors and households. There's the Benefits Checkup, which can help see what else you qualify for in 211 Utah. Here's a quick summary of everything that we talked about. You can pause here and get the contact information for to see if you're eligible for any of these programs. If you're not sure where to start, here's the top 3 places I would look. First one is your county aging services. The second one is the benefits checkup or the 211 number. And the third one is the property tax relief. This one, I wherever you are, it does vary a little bit by county, but I would definitely see because even if you can't get your property taxes totally removed, you can probably get them reduced greatly.